it shouldn't ever matter. This is for anyone in terms of mindset with this stuff. You do not shop with your own wallet when it comes to sales. You have no idea what sort of money these people have. At the end of the day, it's an investment, and they're better off spending the extra money to get it done and get it done right. Whether we're on the doors, whether it's our self-talk, all these things, there's so much power in our words. And you can take one word and remove it from the sentence. It's going to mean something completely different. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Behind the Knock podcast. Today, we have a special episode. We have our boy Tyler here. How's it going, Tyler?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good?
Sir.
So Tyler is brand new to the company. He just started this week. He's actually in his first week of training. So we have our boy Blake with Blue 4 Media here in Texas, traveling from Utah with his mobile podcast studio. So we're taking advantage of the time and just getting as much content done as we can. So we figured we'd have Tyler on and get a perspective of someone that's like, why would you get into an industry like this? What are your thoughts on this company, et cetera? So we'll start with the first question. What led you to want to entertain something like this?
Well, I've always been really good at talking to people and motivating people. And my wife has been telling me forever that I need to try to take that towards sales. And, you know, I think that windows are a pretty good product to start out, and there's no way better to start out sales than door to doors, you know?
Absolutely.
So that's a way to up my game.
Nice, man. And what's so unique about that is in previous podcasts, we talk about how important it is to have like spousal support, right? And typically what happens in scenarios like this, it's like, well, it's the spouse that's a little skeptical or whatever. And for your situation, she's the one that's actually, hey, you need to get into something like this. So I think that's something that can serve you really well because she's the one seeing the potential in you, and you're gonna have that support to see it through.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's a big part of it. You need that queen in your life to, help you feel like a king, you know what I mean? And it definitely does help with the support. Like on your other podcast, when, was it Isaiah that said that it's not just my success, it's our success.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
it was Drake.
Oh,
yeah.
It was Drake?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, Drake.
Yeah, it's all good. Drizzy Drake. Big Daddy Drake. But yeah, man, like I said, that's a really unique thing to have, and it's not a lot of people have it. So, be grateful for it.
Most definitely.
That's awesome, man. Okay, cool. So we got a little bit of understanding on why you're getting into it now. And you did mention Windows. Elaborate more on why you think Windows is something you'd like to get into.
Well, there's always a need for new windows, especially if it saves power on your home. Then that's a big thing because here in Texas, it's hot.
Yeah.
So just having that extra coolness in your house and saving that money, it'll help a lot.
Absolutely. And what's so unique about like energy efficient replacement windows like we do, it's like a net of value proposition. It's like you just cast a net out there because it's going to save money on their energy. Their home's going to be more comfortable. It's a nice aesthetic. You name it, there's reasons why people like windows. Even if it's just for noise mitigation, it's super loud outside. So again, it's like this spectrum of things of value proposition with windows, and every home has it. And yeah, to me, it's like, it's a good industry.
Plus, having good, tough windows helps with the feeling of security in your home as well, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and what's important, what a lot of people don't understand, like from a customer perspective, is not all windows are created equal. Not all warranties are created equal. Not all installations are created equal. So it's very much a situation where it is important to choose the right company, the right quality product. And with that being said, sometimes there is a little bit higher of a ticket price to do it, but the way we go about things, it's high quality install, high quality customer service. We're looking to be world class on whatever it is. And even if what we had to offer, the next company has the same pitch and offers the same thing and we charge 10,000 more, I have a firm belief it's a better deal to go through us. We're not going to charge 10,000 more, but it's a better deal to go through us because it's us. I know for certain they're going to be taken care of. We're going to operate with integrity, and it shouldn't ever matter. And this is for anyone in terms of mindset with this stuff. You do not shop with your own wallet when it comes to sales. You have no idea what sort of money these people have. At the end of the day, it's an investment, and they're better off spending the extra money to get it done and get it done right. Does that make sense? Hell yeah. Well, cool. So turning it back to you, man, what's your take so far with Proficient Windows?
Man, I've kind of been blown away. Like, you've taught me a lot about, like dealing with smoke screens and, handling certain situations and sales, and and you've also already kind of taught me ways to overcome confidence and, any kind of roadblocks I might have there.
Yeah.
So I have a good feeling about this place for sure.
Awesome. I got a pretty good feeling about it, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm biased. Well, cool, man. And with the training and everything, we try to be careful not to provide too much information, right? And there's so many concepts, there's so many principles, there's all these things, and it can seem overly complicated when like you're trying to learn all of it, especially if your trainer's like just dumping stuff on you. And that's something that I actively work on getting better at. It's just that I've been doing it so long and understand everything really well. And it's like almost I try to project onto people. So I really try to simplify myself because there's levels to this thing. And this is just door knocking, right? We got closing, we got leadership, we got all these other things. So what's awesome about it is there's so much to learn that, even in the position I am now, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface in terms of like what my knowledge base is, what I'm capable of. And I better be just scratching the surface because in order for us to get to where we need to get through, I got to up my game. This version of me is capable of 2 to 4 offices, right? The version of me that does 12 offices, that does 20 offices, I got to up my game. And that's just part of it, right? With industry like this, it's mindset, it's personal development, it's all these things. Sam Taggart, he's most people that listen to this podcast will probably know who he is, but one of the best minds in the door-to-door space, accolades here and there. The guy's awesome. And he posted this video the other day where he was like, it's 20% tactics, what you say, your script, all this stuff. It's 80% like your mindset and what are you doing to develop yourself and all of these things, because it's like you focus on the main thing is you. It's not the job. It's you. It's developing yourself. It's like the job's a side gig. The full-time gig is you. And by a combination of doing the right things consistently over and over again, leading with the right intentions, all of these things, the money's just a byproduct of it. You focus on the money's going to be a problem. You focus on all these right things, the money just take care of itself over and over again. And our producer, Blake, does not have the microphone, but I'm sure he would agree. And I said it once, I'll say it again. My paycheck is always a direct reflection of the amount of personal development I'm doing. 100%. So that being said, what's your take on that? Did you know that it would be like a personal development thing, or did you think you'd just be knocking doors?
I mean, I kind of thought this is the way to start, like I said, and I plan on developing, and I felt like that is the best way to do it. And everything you're saying is spot on, So, yeah, I plan on making my way up there,
Cool. So what would you say? What does 1 year look like for Tyler from now?
1 year is in my goals?
Yeah, like a year from now, what does your career in Proficient Windows look like?
I hope to be in 1 year and a director,
Okay.
So I want to know enough and get comfortable enough talking to people to where I can close the deals,
It's a good goal. So now when we talk about how important it is to choose our words wisely, and this is just me, I never say, I hope. I'll never say, try. It's more like direct, like this is happening. So in a year, I'm going to be a director. And then again, you choose those words wisely, and it's like you align your reality to have that be your truth, right? So it's all a process, right? But whether we're on the doors, whether it's our self-talk, all these things, there's so much power in our words. And you can take one word and remove it from the sentence. It's going to mean something completely different. So that's always a recommendation. And the reason why I bring it up, because in previous podcasts, we've kind of been touching on that, right? So the importance of your words. So if what you want to be is a director in a year from now, that's what you're going to be.
I will be a director.
Yeah. And you ever heard of the 10X rule?
Mm-hmm.
So 10X rule, I don't know if it was coined by Grant Cardone or not. However, it's like a big Grant Cardoneism, 10X, growth con, 10X this, 10X that. Now, Grant Cardone, if you don't know, he's like a sales guru, came up like auto industry, and a lot of people, he's like their sales god. So he's really good at what he does, especially if you're like a car sales guy. But I've spent a lot of time doing Grant Cardone trainings. I got a lot of value from it, but not all of it was directly relatable to Windows. Now, forgive me, I lost train of thought there for a second. What was I talking about before Grant Cardone? 10X, yeah. Thank you. So 10X, right? Now, just imagine if you have, a goal of 1 million, right? What if you made that goal to be 10 million, okay? Or it's like, you have a 10-year goal. What if you turn that into a 1-year goal? Get what I'm getting at?
Oh, yeah.
It's like you don't need to necessarily put this like artificial timeline on stuff, because again, when we align with what we tell ourselves and like we align to make that our truth, you're going to align your intentions to achieve that goal, say in a year from now, right? Well, what if, 10X rule, you did 10 times sooner, or you made your goal to be 10 times sooner? Okay. Maybe you don't hit the goal, but what if, you fall halfway short of the goal? You're still 5 times better than what that original goal was. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So that's the 10X rule. It's like, make a goal, and sometimes it might be pretty ridiculous to get it done in that time or whatever it is. But your goals should be ridiculous.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys,
that'll be better than your original goal.
Exactly. Yeah. And a lot of the guys that I know that have had a lot of success, and you ask them, what's your biggest regret? I didn't think big enough. Right? So, again, when we talk about the value that you put on yourself or whatever, it's just like, be unreasonable. Be unreasonable. Make people think that you're crazy, because all the most successful people in the world, they're exactly that. Okay, so moving on. So directorship, that's good, man. Anything else within the organization?
I mean, I'm just starting, but that's my next goal. Yep. I guess next time we talk on here, you'll hear the next goal.
Yeah. And it's good to have a goal like that, because it's something to work towards. Mm-hmm. So like when I started, I very much had the goal of directorship. Okay. So it's like I aligned all of my activities with what it means to become a director. Became a director, next step, I want to run the office. I aligned all of my activities with what it looks like to run the office. Next step, regional director. Okay, I aligned all of my activities with what that looks like. And that's what kept me inspired and motivated and disciplined, is reaching for that next thing. Because if I didn't have another thing to reach for, then it's just like, I'm spinning my wheels. And we all have different processes, right? How I operate, I'm a builder. So if I'm not building something, I don't feel quite as good about it. I want to build. I don't want to maintenance things. I don't want to manage things. I want to build things. And that's what really inspires me and drives me. So I would challenge you, Tyler, to figure out what kind of inspires you, what moves you, right? I think we've talked about yesterday, come up with your why. And what was your why yesterday?
My family.
Your family. Okay. So that's something that will definitely help you. It's your family, but figure out other things. Like really, like, how does your mind work, and like what makes you move? So, and it takes time and intention, and it's uncomfortable to sit there with a journal or whatever it is and really like put pen to paper and figure this stuff out. But that's where the work's done. That's the investment into yourself. Those are the things that are going to move the needle and turn you into the man that you're meant to be. Okay, well, I think we'll keep it short. I don't think we need to keep this very long. Before we get off, Tyler, what do you want to leave the audience with?
I just want to leave them with. Oh man.
I'll edit this too.
Yeah.
So you can take a minute.
All right.
Maybe something that just hit you inspiration-wise recently. Something that's fresh on your mind.
Don't be scared. Just kidding.
Yeah.
If you're scared, go to church.
Now I want to leave y'all with, if y'all are ever interested in sales, and get out there door to door, and start with Proficient Windows. They are the best of the best of what I've learned already. So
appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, okay, everyone, really appreciate you jumping on today. Again, this is Tyler Lowe, T-Low on the D-Low. But yeah, you guys, you're going to see him around. He's got moves he wants to make. So let's, if you guys want to put some comments in there, anything like that to support our boy over here, he's taking big steps towards his future. And so just know we got your back, man. Again, like, subscribe, DM us. We're always looking for great people. Proficient Windows. Behind the knock.